I have been playing a ton of Escape from Duckov in the past week, and I have changed a couple of the keybinds to things that I think will make your life a lot easier. So I just wanted to go through those today and show you what I changed them to. So let's get right into it, starting up at the top. I didn't really change much up here other than I changed run to caps. I do think that caps is easier than shift, and in the general settings, make sure that you have the sprint key mode on toggle. It'll just make your life a lot easier so you don't always have to hold it down. Then at dash and switch. So dash is the same on space. I think that's good. But switch to melee, I changed to left alt. I think it's a lot easier to hit than V. So when you're running around, you can just switch to melee so that you're super fast, and then pull out your gun when you need to, if you see an enemy. But it's a lot easier to hit that than V every single time because your thumb can naturally hit the left alt button, but V is sort of hard to hit. So you do not want to go to the menu. So anyways, moving on from the switch to melee, I switched to the collapse. It should actually be on C, not V. I was messing around a little bit. I think everything else is pretty much fine. Keep in mind, a lot of people don't know that if you hit Y, you can actually have a top-down view. And this gives you sort of more of a tactical view of what's going on. And it lets you see enemies sort of from a further away because it increases your FOV. So this can be super, super helpful. I'd highly suggest having your view on top-down. Like, as you can see, it's just a lot easier to see what's going on. So that is one of the hotkeys that I didn't change, but it is worth knowing exists. I think N for night vision device is fine. Drop X, again, all that's fine. The next thing I changed was map. I changed it from M to tilde. It's a lot easier to hit. M is just so awkward for map. It makes sense that game developers have it on M, but I think it's a horrible keybind for map. So tilde is a lot easier. You are going to want to pull up your map quite a bit when you're playing this game just to figure out where you're at. So moving on from there, quest, you can pull up your quest with I, but I basically don't do that very often, but it's worth knowing. Photo mode P, this is super awesome, especially for me taking screenshots and stuff. It has the instructions on the left side, and then when you actually want to take the photo, you can just hit O to make them go away. But it's super nice. You can get some really, really nice shots, and then you just right click to tell the camera what to focus on. And yeah, it's super, super awesome. I really love the photo mode. So moving on from there, I didn't change too much here, but I did change stuff on the hotbar. I changed hotbar 3 and 4 to my 2 mouse buttons. So this would be the front mouse button. This is the back mouse button. I think having, like, you can put grenades on your hotbar, so this is super nice. Same with injectors. And then I moved the 3, 4, 5, 6 here, so you don't have to reach up to like 7, 8, 9. So that's super useful. So that's all the keybinds. All the other settings in the game are pretty, you don't really have to change anything. I mean, it is an indie game, so leave all these settings on what they are. Honestly, these could probably go up to high, and it would be fine. And generally, I would leave this unlimited because you can set it in the NVIDIA control setting. And VSync, honestly, for this game, you could probably leave on, and the extra latency just wouldn't matter because it's a top-down, like, 2D game. Like, well, I guess it's 3D, but you know what I mean. But anyways, and then in the general settings, I literally changed nothing except for the sprint key mode. Everything else is totally fine. So anyways, I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you so much for watching. I have a couple guides on how to make money early, so feel free to go check those out. But other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll have those linked then. See you next time.